Hi, it's Kate. You chose for me to read the scene where I first met Riley. Here goes. Mother simply would not have Althena's pups in the stable. Kate glanced down into the cordoned-off area, spotting several small puppies scurrying around. They ranged from brown and white to gray and cream to black and white like Athena. Kate squatted down to pet one as it ran past. The brown and white speckled puppy frolicked across the space. Kate smiled after him when a small tongue licked her fingers. She flicked her gaze to the new puppy, vying for her attention. A smile spread across her face, and she scooped the small black and white dog into her arms, rising to stand. "He's so cute," she said as she stroked his tiny head. She cuddled him close as Marcus tickled his chin. "He reminds me so much of Riley. He's got a feather-like tail just like him, similar markings, and look, he's even got a white streak down his head. It's almost identical." She glanced at the pup's face closely. Her smile faded, replaced by confusion. She snapped her gaze to Marcus. She flicked her gaze back to the pup in her arms. He stared up at her with dark almond-shaped eyes, offering a lick to her cheek. She shook her head slowly. "No, it can't be." She returned her gaze to Marcus. "Can it?" "Can it be what, dear?" "Never mind. It's ridiculous." Kate set the tiny dog down in the pen. He scurried around and stood on his hind legs, staring at her. "He likes you," Marcus said, scooping him up and stroking his fur. He handed the dog back to Kate. Kate rubbed his tiny head. "Sorry, buddy. I won't be getting a dog for another 2 centuries. He'd be happy to wait." She flicked her gaze back to him and cocked her head. "Are you saying... Marcus, is this Riley? My Riley?" Marcus offered her an amused smile. "Are you kidding?" "Mother was very pleased that you took one." "But Kate stammered. Marcus lifted the dog from her arms and gave him a pat before returning him to the pen. The side effects of time travel can be very confusing. "How did you know where to take him?" Kate asked as they strolled from the room. "The agency is a constant threat to you, Catherine. It was imperative that someone keep an eye on you." Kate stopped walking, her jaw agape and her eyes wide. "For how long?" "As long as you needed it," Marcus said. Kate stood in stunned silence again. "Come along, Catherine. We should take in the gardens before we dress for dinner." I hope you enjoyed that moment. It was very odd for me to meet Riley 200 years before I got him, but it was so fun.